Hello everyone. We just had a chat to a local grower about our orchard, and one thing he recommended was pruning the tree, and pruning the trees that we've got here. This is a tree that hasn't been pruned, and we might go over and have a look at one of the trees which he pruned as an example of what we're looking for. So we'll go over there now. You can see some of the offcuts here that we made, quite a lot, a substantial portion of the tree. And what he said we should be aiming for is a classic sort of Christmas tree effect for the tree. And doing it now, while the trees are still fairly young, is going to be a lot cheaper than doing it later on when the trees are older. And also, the trees will, if you do it now when they're young, they'll grow into a better shape as they mature. So yeah, it was quite a radical thing, chopping down, cutting away so much growth from these trees, but hopefully it's good for the long run. So we'll go back down to the other tree and we will go and try and prune it. So we're back down at this tree that we were looking at before. It hasn't been pruned since it was planted, and it's got three main trunks coming out, three main stems coming out. So when we're pruning it, the first decision we've got to make is which one's going to be the main one, which one we're going to keep. And I think we're going to keep this center one here and cut away both the side ones. But cut away this one, cut away also this little one at the back, and this one on the right hand side as well as we look at it. So what we'll do is I'll grab my secateurs. If they're too big for the secateurs, I've got this GTA here, this little pruner. We'll use it. Actually, we might use it because it's a bit big. I'll step back and a nice clean cut for there. We use the secateurs on the back there for this little growth here, and we'll use the GTA down here to cut this one. Not as clean there, but anyway, cut those two side branches off. We'll cut this little one down here out as well, and that's probably about it, I'd say. Maybe cut this one back. And Charlie we met, who we spoke to, he said one of the reasons why the trees are getting affected by the leaf miner is they've got, which you can see here, is they've got too much growth and not enough sap is getting to each leaf, so the leaves can't fight the incursion of the miner, of the leaf miner. So hopefully this pruning will help with leaf miner too. So that's the hope anyway. So at the end result of this tree, we've cut away a fair bit of it, and it's got a more of a classic sort of tree shape. We'll go down to the next one. So this tree has grown up in two main up trunks coming up from here. So I think the question is which one is going to keep. And I think with this tree, we're going to keep this one going up like that, and we'll get this one coming out to the left as we look at it. So again, it's a fairly big one. Might use the secateurs on that. We'll cut away these two small ones coming out. They're too low. And maybe cut this one out. It's competing with the main leader. Cut this one that's growing inwards. we'll leave it at that. So much more upright and less bushy than before. So we'll go to the next one. Okay, so again this one is in badly in need of pruning. We'll just get rid of this grass first. So we've got two main trunks main uprights coming up. But this one, you might not be able to see it, but this one here is going to the left, and this one's sort of going to the right. I think we'll get rid of this one here going to the left. Try to cut it. Little one down here. Cut this one here, it's going here like that. Cut this one here. Look at that leaf. And I think that's okay. So that's the first branching out, roughly about a bit under 1 metre high. So we'll leave that one at that. I don't find it easy doing this. It's a very hard job. And I want to document it in case I need to forget how to do it. So this one pretty clearly, this one here is going to be the one we keep. So we'll cut off these small ones that are underneath. Cut away. Cut away this one. How high is that? We'll cut away this one. And we'll leave this one here. And I think that's okay in the top, so we'll leave that like that. So quite a big change for it too. This one's very bushy tree, so it's hard to pick which one's going to be the leader. Looking down at it, it's spreading out as a bowl basically. I think this one here, this one on the opposite side of me should be the leader, I think. So we're going to cut away the rest of them. Quite a lot to cut. Starting at the bottom. Make sure I cut the right one. Cut this one out. Very low. Cut this one out. Okay, so it's quite traumatic for me actually. We'll cut this one out. And there we are, I guess. At the top here, cut this one. It's competing the one which I've chosen as the leader. I've chosen this one as the leader. This one over here is competing with it. It's upright as well, so I'll cut it back. This one here, I think we can leave it. It's going out to the side, so we'll leave that one. Okay, this one, got quite a lot of grass around it. Aria grass which grows 2 meters tall. Yeah. Okay. So I think clearly this is the leader, this one. So we'll follow it back down. It's pretty good actually, but we'll cut away these branches. I've got to has got one which is competing. Cut away that. That one coming out. These ones are all too low. Cut away that one. Cut away that little one. BPA. Cut it away. Cut away all that knob there. Okay. And cut away this one. It's competing with the main leader. And this one on the other side is also competing as well. So it looks very different now. Not sure if I like it, but that's what we have to do. No, I don't like it. Yeah. Okay, the next one. This one's clearly the main leader, but it's branching here and it's got like a crotch there, which could be dangerous. So cut it away there, cut it away there. So we've got that leader there, and basically all the rest of it's going to go. So cut that one away. Cut the other way. Cut it away with that. That's a bit dangerous, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. So that's that, I think. We'll cut away this one too. And hopefully that helps it fight the leaf miner as well, because there's a lot less leaves for it to be pumping sap to. And hopefully it'll encourage it to grow up. Okay, next one. This one, it's clearly, this is the main leader for it. It looks pretty strong. So we'll cut away this one down here. Cut away this one coming out here like that, side. Cut away this tiny little one here. Cut away this one here. Get rid of that one. 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 We'll keep that one. And I'll just cut back this side branch here. Sit there, it's trying to compete with the leader. And that's about it for that one. Okay, so here we are with the next one. So clearly, well, I think probably this tip here should be the leader. That's my judgment call on it. So we'll start at the top with this one. We'll cut away this one here, which is, there's a narrow crotch there, so we'll cut away that. Okay, this one here is trying to compete. We'll keep the branch, but this tip here is trying to compete with the leader, so we'll cut that back. This one here is fine, and everything else below will go. Charlie said, like, one thing we've got to take into account with this is machinery in the future, and you've got low branches, it's not going to work. So that one's done. Go to the next one. clearly it's either this one or this one be the leader. I'll say it's this slightly taller one will make that the leader. So we'll cut away. We'll keep that branch there, but we'll cut away the tip of it. We'll cut away that one there, which is growing inwards, so it doesn't compete. But I'd like to keep that branch there. But all this stuff is going to go down, going to go up, which is down here. The trees look remarkably different after this. I think this branch here is starting to grow in, so we'll cut that back. Maybe it's not. I'll cut it back a bit. I'll leave it there. Maybe a new branch will form out of there like that. But I don't want it to go into the centre. So we'll leave that one. That'll do for that. And the next one, this one's also got a number of leaders. Primarily this one, and this one. Well, not really this one. So we will start at the top. We'll cut this one back. We'll choose this one as the leader. And we are going to cut back the rest of them. We've got this 3-pronged crotch at the bottom here. It's going to be 1 in the future. I'll use a GTA on this one. So it's quite a bit different. But it's just more of the Christmassy tree shaped tree. Okay, this one. Again, we've got to make the choice of which one's the leader. I think it'll be this guy here. So we'll cut back this one so it's not competing as much. Cut back this one, it's not competing as much. Cut back this small one down here. This small one down here. One down here, cut all them back. Coming out at a bit of an angle, which I don't really like, but let's stick with it as that. Okay, so that's the end of the row. This has been a bit of a traumatic experience. This has been a traumatic experience for me. Cutting away the trees like we have. There's quite a huge difference between before and afterwards. Talking to Charlie about it, he's a very experienced grower and he's got a lot to share. Pruning the trees like this is important to make the trees stronger in the future and to make less work in the future as well. So yeah, if you leave in the comments what you think, whether it's the right thing to do or not. This is a video, it's like a follow-up of a video, a similar video I did last year where I was asking the question. And now this is the answer. Yeah, so I'm following through on the advice of what you guys said, you people said last year, and also what Charlie said today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye. Hello, this is the epilogue of our pruning. We've been pruning the trees today. We pruned about 3 or 4 rows of the trees, 4 rows. Yeah, the trees look a lot different after pruning, although this one actually hasn't been done properly. They look a lot different. We pruned a lot back to one stem, or pruned them all back to one stem. So for example, you can see this one here. It's been chopped out. It was originally 3-stemmed tree, and now it's we picked what's hopefully the strongest one and had it, and it's back to that now. Yeah, so they all look a lot straighter than before. They all look a lot more like trees than bushes. So we compare these ones to ones we haven't pruned. Let's go and have a look. We pruned these ones, I think. But this row here we haven't pruned yet. So this tree, for example, it's got a fair bit of growth down the bottom, and I think probably we can keep these ones here. These ones are about 50 centimetres off the ground. We'll keep those ones. That's definitely a central leader there. Yeah, this one up here has got a branch coming out just at the stem, so that has to go. So we'll be doing that one possibly tomorrow or the day after, or maybe even leave it till later on. We won't finish them all. And let's go for a walk up the hill. And see the end result of our pruning. This morning we decided to gather up all the branches that we'd cut off, and because we'll put them through our shredder, and make some mulch out of it. So this pile of cut branches and cut stems is before us now. Yeah, so a bit sad about it, because the trees they looked better before being cut. They had a lot more leaves on them. They looked a lot greener, but it has to be done. So yeah, so that's the way it is. So thanks for watching, and let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of the trees that have been cut, whether it looks right or wrong. Because we do have a lot to go, and I'd be happy to learn what other people got to say about it. Okay, thank you. Bye. G'day everyone. This is the second epilogue back down in Sydney, and close to where I live I found this macadamia tree, and this is a good example of a tree that probably hasn't been pruned and what could happen with it. So look around at the stem. We can see a little gnome in there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 stems coming up from the trunk. A lot of sort of crossover action, limbs growing inside. It's very crowded and not really much of a tree at all, more of a stem. However, the tree is pretty healthy. It's got to be at least maybe 6 meters tall, 7 meters tall, 8 meters tall, and not sure if it's got any nuts. Yeah, it's got a few nuts there. So yeah, so this is an example of a tree that hasn't been pruned. Only pruned a bit, but not very much. And yeah, it's sort of not the greatest structure of a tree in the world. Yeah, okay, so we'll sign off now, and thanks for watching again. Thank you, and bye.